So yesterday I had a call with one of our clients and she wants to do a photo shoot this year. And there was something that she said during the call that I think is very important to address, because this is a mistake that a lot of women do when they try to establish a new standard for themselves in terms of body composition and stretch their limits and really going for it and try to achieve their best physique yet. And what she said was something along the lines of, every time that I try to push my body in that direction, my body did not like it. And this is absolutely a fair statement and probably a fact that has happened in the past. But here's where it's problematic. If you want to establish something that you've never done before, establish a new standard, if you want to kind of shoot for the stars and be as lean as you've ever been, which was the case for her, then it means that somehow you believe that this is something you have in you, that you are capable of achieving that. And by definition, what this implies is that your past experience should not determine the outcome of that project that you have, because this is happening in the future, right? So in her case, the goal is to do a photo shoot towards the end of August this year. So it's the end of January. We have still like six months to go, a bit more than that even. It means that the trajectory from here to there needs to be different than what she's done in the past. And so this is something that, if you're in a similar position and you're like, this year is my year, I'm going to do a photo shoot, or I'm going to see my abs for the first time, or I'm really going to stretch my limits and see what I'm capable of, because I know that I'm capable of more, then it means that this is what needs to be in your mind the whole time. Your narrative and your belief needs to be, I believe that I can do that. I believe that I can stretch my limits. I believe that I can overcome the challenges that maybe I haven't been able to overcome in the past. But this needs to be a different narrative than I tried to do that in the past and it did not work. Because what happens when you do that is you precondition your mind to failing. And every time that there's something that's not going to go according to plan, or that you experience fluctuation, which is absolutely normal because you're a human being, meaning you will experience fluctuations. This is bound to happen, it's unavoidable. And because you are living in the free world, then you are going to face chaos. And because of that, then things will not go according exactly to plan. But if you only keep in mind and repeat to yourself that when you tried that in the past it did not work, then your mind is going to be conditioned to see that. And every time that you have those fluctuations and that things goes to shit, then you will believe that you are repeating what happened in the past. And because this will be your belief, that will be reinforced by your experience, then you will tend to do things that are counterproductive. And I know this sounds a bit abstract, but very simple example is, I've tried to be in a calorie deficit, and every time I do that it backfires. And so the first time that you see a fluctuation going up, which is normal, which will happen Maybe because of your menstrual cycle, maybe because you had different food choices, maybe because you had a bad night's sleep, and then the weight goes up, and you see that as a sign that you are again going to fail because your body is again rebelling against, the project that you have and the goals that you have. Whereas if you think and repeat to yourself and believe that you are going to achieve things that you've never achieved in the past, that you will overcome challenges that you've never overcome in the past, which you will need to do if you want to achieve something you've never achieved before, then when those things happen, when the natural fluctuation happens, when the chaos of life, steers you away from the perfect plan, you will brush it off and just stay put and stick to the plan, which is needed, right? Or, you will stay cool-headed, and then you will be able to make the necessary adjustment that will help you overcome this challenge, because this is sometimes something that you need to do. So sometimes you do need to adjust the caloric intake, sometimes you do need to make changes to your step count, to your training program, whatever it may be. If you believe that you can achieve something that you've never achieved before, then it will be much easier to navigate the fluctuations and the chaos when they arise. So this is a mindset mistake that you really want to avoid this year. It's conditioning your mind that your past failures are determining your future success, because they don't. And instead of that, you really want to tune your brain and brainwash yourself as close as possible to the narratives of the person who's already very lean and who's already achieved what you said to achieve. So if you want to be photo shoot ready, then you have a certain mindset and a certain narrative in mind that enables you to achieve that, and this is what you want to have in mind all along, the whole time, during the whole process, even though you have not achieved that yet. But the big one is really, like, by definition, if you believe that you are capable of more, if you believe that you can stretch your limits and challenge what you've achieved until now, then this needs to be in your mind the whole time.